Say what?
Well, Scott Damoral always wanted to make it into the Guinness Book of World Records. That was always his dream when he was just a wee little boy. The Corpus Christi Texan native. Well, he did it, actually. Take a look at this. He's setting up the scene. What's he going to do? He is going to break the world record of smashing eggs in 1 minute with your head. He managed to, and thanks to Cody, we sped this up because he only had 1 minute.
Okay, just to clarify, yeah, it is sped up, right?
Oh yeah, but check it out. He is breaking and does actually complete 142 eggs in under 1 minute, smashing the previous record of 130 eggs in 1 minute. He said he didn't even notice because his adrenaline was going that the shells were actually cutting up his forehead. Here he is going into the home stretch. I don't think I've ever seen anything so ridiculous. Like, I mean,
good for him.
His mom must be so proud.
This is one of the, I mean, you actually got to respect it. 142, you said, in 1 minute, so it's more than 2 per second, that's actually pretty fast. You didn't actually speed that up that much.
No, and if you actually go like, I mean, that's a lot of like egg smashing.
But is this one of those situations where we've often talked about and say what you could probably have a world record if you wanted? You just have to find one that's so obscure that not many people have tried it.
Well, all you'd have to do is break one more egg, and that title could be yours, man.
Yeah. It's the same sort of argument as like you could be in the Olympics, you just have to do it in luge. You know what I mean?
In a
it's just like,
outfit.
How crazy are you? You know, the lineup for those who would skeleton luge can't be that long. Obviously, I understand they're athletes, blah, 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 blah. Don't email me. But I'm just saying.
Oh, or yes, yeah.
Or maybe the driver in bobsled.
I was going to say bobsled, because I think bobsled, if I was to do any Olympic sport and have a chance,
yeah,
it would be bobsled. And I would put myself right in the middle.
Yeah.
So I had no responsibility just other than to keep
yeah, I
everybody
just
warm.
want to be the one that's like halfway through just going, woo,
woo. Exactly. All
yeah,
right.
I don't want to be responsible for steering or braking. Are you kidding me?
Heck no.
No.
Just the
You know
one in the
how
middle.
fast they're going?
Yeah.
Okay, this is absolutely amazing. A gal by the name of Sam Fuderman. She's a New Jersey native. Here she is. She's now living in Los Angeles, an aspiring actor. You may remember her from Memoirs of a Geisha. She's actually a working actor, which is great. Well, she just so happened to be online. She happened to come across a photo of somebody else that she could not deny looked exactly like her. Here's the thing, though. The woman, Anne Bordier, lives in France. She grew up in France. Well, Sam couldn't ignore this, and so she asked Anne when she was born. Well, it turns out both of them were born November 19th, 1987 in Seoul, South Korea. It turned out both of them were also adopted about 3 months after they were born. One of them to a family in New Jersey in the United States, the other to a family in suburban Paris. Well, you know where this story is going. They're now raising money to meet because they do believe that they are identical twins separated at birth. They found each other on the internet. They've started a Kickstarter campaign that's raised already more than $35,000 to cover DNA testing and a documentary film. They're going to focus on different ideas, different elements of the adoption process and how the online reality can bring people together that otherwise would never have known that they had a twin out there.
That's amazing.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah, and also, I mean, the story's incredible, but does suburban Paris actually exist? Because there's nothing suburban about Paris.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and one would go to Paris and the other goes to the States?
To New Jersey.
Oh, that's going to be an issue.
She's living in LA now, though.
Okay, look, phew.
I've got to get to some nature photos. I'll show you later on in the show. Cody
right.
pulled them, but we're out of time. But these are really spectacular glow stick photography, folks. We'll get to that right now, though. Time for the